and this is the Wolfbox Megavolt 24 Air jump starter and air compressor in one. Super excited to test this unit for you guys and show you all of its features. And I have placed a link in the description down below to this system if you'd like to get one for yourself. It does come in on the semi-rigid case, which is always a nice thing to have. Some systems do not come with a case, or they want to sell you the case separately. Here is they included it. However, this thing right here is kind of open, so it has the tendency to want to kind of spill its stuff out. So hopefully they can add a zipper here in the future. And this is rated at 4,000 amps for starting power and up to 160 psi for the air compressor part of it. Fairly simple to use. Power button right here in the center. Holding it down for 2 seconds is gonna bring up this massive display. Now there is an integrated flashlight, and probably one of the brightest, if not the most bright flashlight I have ever seen on a jump starter yet. Now if you are sensitive to strobe lights, you may want to look away now. It has 2 additional modes. This is the strobe mode, and tapping this one more time brings up the SOS mode. So first we'll test the jump starter part of it, then we'll test the air compressor part of it, and finally we'll talk about how this is recharged and also how it can be used as a power bank to charge other devices. So this particular vehicle has a dead battery. Let me show you what it does. Yep, sure enough, that battery is no good. Now let's try to jump start the vehicle. First thing, there is a dust cover right here. I'm gonna lift that, and this is where the alligator clamps are gonna plug in. Now if you try to connect these things in the incorrect way, they are not gonna fit in. They are designed so it only fits in the correct orientation. And as soon as you plug them in, the jump starter turns on. Next, I'll take the red alligator and connect it to that red terminal. Then I'll take the black alligator clip and connect it to the black terminal. Also notice that you're gonna get a green light right here telling you when they are connected correctly. And that's a safety feature of this unit. It features reverse polarity detection. So if for some reason you were to connect these things in the incorrect way, then you're gonna get a red light as opposed to a green light telling you that the leads are reversed. And there is also a boost button. Now most of the time you're not gonna need to press this. However, if this light is flashing or if the battery is really dead, then you can press this button to help jumpstart the vehicle. So let's go ahead and try it out. Once the vehicle is running, the battery clips can be disconnected. And here are 2 final tips when using this jump starter. The very first one really applies to all jump starters, and that is how the alligator clip is connected to the battery terminal. If you're just grabbing a little bit of the edge of the battery terminal, if you're not grabbing a lot of metal, you're probably not gonna have success jump starting the vehicle. So what you wanna do is grab as much metal as possible. So what I do, I open this up and I put it over the entire terminal, and that ensures I grab the most metal possible, and you can feel how solid and how secure this feels. This is gonna give me the best chance at jump starting the car. And my final tip is that when you are done jump starting a vehicle, the jump starter is gonna turn off automatically after about 2 minutes, and that is a safety feature. However, you can always turn it off manually by pressing the power button down for about 2 seconds, and that's gonna turn the unit off. And for tire inflation, they included this hose, and that actually connects right here. I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna turn until it fully bottoms out. And again, to turn on the unit, I'm gonna hold this button down for about 2 seconds. And the end that goes to the tire is of the quick release type, so I can just lock that in place. And the inflator shows you the current tire pressure, in this case 12 psi, which is quite low. And it shows you the pressure that I'm gonna inflate the tire to, which is 36 psi. Now, if you wanted to change the unit of measure, that can be done with this button right here, KPA, and you can just tap it through here, and it'll take you through the different ones that are included, including bar. And to start inflating, you just tap the power button. And lifting the lever releases the valve connector. And if you're wondering why I picked 36 psi, I actually didn't. I'm using one of the built-in presets that helps you to use the air compressor. This preset is for vehicles, that's why it gave me 36. But if you tap on this mode button, now you have a preset for motorcycles. Notice that the pressure is different. Tapping this one more time gives you a preset for bicycle tires. Again, different pressure. Tapping this one more time gives you the pressure for ball inflation. And once you have the pressure that you like, but you wanted to adjust the pressure further yourself, you can do that with the minus or the plus button. Notice how this decreases the pressure, or the plus button increases the pressure. Unfortunately, you are not able to modify the preset. So for example, let's say you wanted to use the car at 38, and notice how I have it at 38. If you exit out of that preset and come back to it, it is always going to return to the default one. So hopefully they can add that feature in the future. And if you don't want to use the presets, you can just tap out of those presets and then you can set your own PSI. And they did include 3 inflation adapters, that way you can inflate all kinds of stuff, and the adapters simply attach to the end of the air hose. And full specifications are found on the back of the unit, including the steps of how to jumpstart a vehicle, any error codes that you may get, how to inflate different type of things, and any error codes that you may get regarding the air pump. And the jump starter can also work as a power bank. They included a DC out, 15 volts, 10 amps, and then underneath the dust cover, 2 USB port, full-size one and USB-C. And what's great is that both of the ports can be used at the same time in case you wanted to charge 2 devices at the same time. Moving over to charging, they have included a USB-C to USB-C cable to charge this guy, and that connects in the same USB-C port that I showed you earlier. And if you're charging this guy from 0 to 100, you can expect a charge time anywhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours. And I will tell you, I don't travel anywhere without a jump starter anymore. You just never know when your battery is about to go out, or if you leave something on the vehicle and you're gonna need a jump. So having one of these guys with you definitely gives you peace of mind. And now combining that with an air compressor makes a lot of sense. I normally carry a jump starter and an air compressor, so it makes a lot of sense to combine them, and it is very possible that we'll see combo items like this replace single dedicated items like this. They take less space, and it just makes it nice and neat that they're all in one package. So remember, I placed a link in the description down below to this jump starter air compressor combo if you'd like to get one for yourself. And if you guys have any other questions regarding this, please put that in the comments also. If you found any part of this video helpful, make sure you hit the like button to support the channel, and stay tuned as I have a lot more reviews coming up. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.